President Obama has a busy week ahead. On Monday, he travels to Connecticut to talk gun control, and on Wednesday, he'll send to Capitol Hill a proposed budget expected to include some cuts in the future growth of Social Security. It's another bid for fiscal compromise, but is there any chance Republicans will respond? Let's ask CBS News political director John Dickerson, who joins us from our Washington bureau. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Nancy.
So the president really had no choice here, right? He had to kind of put his cards on the table. This is one of his biggest negotiating ploys, is this change in Social Security. But if he didn't include it in his budget, he was going to add to the deficit, and he knew he'd get hammered by Republicans.
Right, and it's interesting to watch the tactical move the president is making here. I mean, first we should note that this is the budget process as it's actually supposed to go forward. People probably have gotten used to these kind of crisis budget negotiations we've had over the last couple of years. This is the regular way it goes. And what the president's team decided is that these offers that he had made to cut entitlements, which he'd made in private with Republicans trying to make a deal saying, I will agree to cuts entitlements if you'll agree to some tax increases. Now he's making those promises in public. Why is he doing that? Well, he's trying to show Republicans that he, in fact, he's offering some good faith, saying, look, I'm going to say this publicly, so they're for real. But he's also trying to create some public pressure on Republicans, saying, look, I've offered something on my end. Now you have to offer something, which in this case means some agreement to some level of tax increases.
So, John, how are Republicans responding to that offer at this point?
Well, the White House says basically they're moving the goalposts. They're saying, OK, we'll take what you've offered now, and we're not going to give anything in return. If you think these cuts and entitlements, Mr. President, are a good idea, then let's go ahead and enact them. Don't ask for anything else in return. Well, that's not really the way it works. Really, the thing to watch here is the president's negotiations with Republican senators, those ones he's been having dinner with. He's having another one with dinner with some Republicans next week. He's trying to say to them, look, I'm working in good faith. I am offering these things that you said you wanted. Now you come my way a little bit. If he can make a deal with Republican senators, they hope that he can convince other Republicans, particularly in the House of Representatives.
And interestingly, John, we can't find any Republicans yet who actually say they're going to be going to that dinner yet. So maybe they're just not saying. But let's move to immigration, because barring some major last-minute problem, it looks like this Gang of Eight in the Senate, 4 Republicans, 4 Democrats, is going to unveil their big comprehensive immigration plan this week. If they do, how much pressure is there going to be on the Senate and on the House to take it up and, for the first time in decades, actually consider passing major immigration reform?
Well, there will be a lot of pressure. There is a lot of political pressure on the Republican Party to make some kind of agreement here on immigration because of the outcome of the last election, in which many Republicans believe that the national chances for the party will just never improve unless they improve their relationship with Hispanic voters, and that will be done through immigration. But the big question to watch, big thing to watch, is the devil in the details. And that's what the Gang of Eight has said. We're getting very close, but Senator Marco Rubio, who's quite important to this, and conservatives have been very wary because they want to see exactly how these rules about what to do with the 11 million who are in the country illegally, how the rules are going to get written, and the details are quite important. And if this falls apart, that's where it will fall apart, is in getting that legislative language right.
John, the president heads to Hartford, Connecticut on Monday to talk about gun violence. Does he have any momentum left in his effort to get some progress on gun control?
You know, the best thing a president can do is keep an issue on the agenda. He can't move public opinion, and so he's tried to keep this issue on the agenda. The thing to watch in Congress, though, is whether Republicans block the background check portion of this gun control. That's the thing that's been losing a little bit of steam. The president's been pushing on it, but unless he can change the minds of Republican senators and congressmen in those states where they don't like the background check provision as it's been going forward, his power is limited.
And we already see that Senate Democrats are pushing back their plan as they try to gain compromise. John Dickerson in Washington this morning. Thanks. Good to see you.